in-store marketing is very effective because people are making 2/3 of their decisions in the store. So there's a real opportunity at the point of purchase to influence consumers' choices. The ratio of people's planned to unplanned decisions have stayed the same since the 60s. And I suspect that's because there's been things going on in the store to increase choice and exert an influence, but there's also an increase on the consumer, on the denominator side, where people just have less and less time to spend. They've got to get in and make quick decisions and get out. People make a lot of in-store decisions, but at the same time, if you ask them how much they plan to spend, they do a pretty good job of hitting that number. And so what we've been working on as a follow-on to our earlier work is the notion that people have what we're calling an in-store slack, a mental budget that they employ to allow themselves to make these in-store decisions. If they visit more aisles in the store, they tend to use it all up, whereas if they don't extensively shop the store, they don't spend as much as they had allowed themselves to. We also find that the promotional savings that they get unexpectedly from when they take advantage of, say, a promotion in the store, the kind of purchase that was made on, whether it was planned or unplanned, and whether that savings happens before or after they've spent that in-store slack, has a differential effect on their overall spending. You want to have the planned kind of categories that tend to be more planned in advance, maybe trip drivers, for example, have those earlier in the shopping trip, and then have the unplanned products and promotions on those categories a little later in the shopping trip, because then you tend to get the planned savings early on and you tend to get the unplanned savings a little later in the trip.